Hey, Alex.
Hey, Andrew.
What is this podcast we are listening to right now?
This is Brains on the Outside.
And what is Brains on the Outside about?
It's a comedy podcast about exploring creativity through ridiculous business ideas.
That's right. Every week, we're here coming up with ridiculous and weird and crazy business ideas, like what if Greg sponsored Louis Vuitton?
What? Greg's and Louis Vuitton? Are you kidding me, Andrew? Are you imagining that people are going to be walking around with handbags shaped like sausage rolls?
Well,
What even is this?
I was a little
What are you
bit.
talking
Yeah.
Are you an idiot?
Whoa! What's this? Where's this energy coming from, man?
Andrew, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for my meltdown. It was inappropriate. It was unprofessional.
It wasn't professional, but I do appreciate you saying sorry.
Yeah, I've been spending a lot of time on Twitter recently, and
That explains a lot.
yeah, I know. When the world's richest man is having a very public meltdown, sometimes you just want to give it a go and see what's happening.
Yeah, I read a tweet that was describing Elon Musk's behavior about buying Twitter would be the same if me or you got drunk and bought a jet ski one day, and that the aftermath of us trying to come to terms with that.
I feel like Elon is angry and lashing out, and I feel like maybe we could help him by working out how he could stop Twitter from crashing into the ground.
There's so many terrible ideas and so many great ideas out there
Yeah.
about what will save Twitter.
Mhm.
And I realized, well, we were talking about this earlier. I was going to call it in real life, but no, it's not on the podcast. About this actually. You sent me a tweet a few days ago by a guy called Adrian Hahn. I don't know him, but he had a tweet that was like, calling Twitter Blue, this was $8 month subscription service, like a baby toy. What he suggested is real gamification. So Twitter battle passes, Twitter achievements, happy hour. I don't know what that means, but he thinks that'd be a good idea. And Twitter streaks, like if you tweet a lot, you get more points. And we had a good laugh about this.
We did.
And then about an hour later, Elon Musk replied, unironically, those are good ideas.
So I think that we could help Elon out, but
Yep.
also selfishly, like, he might see some of our stuff and give us some of his 40 billion trillion pounds that he has.
Just gives redistribute the wealth downwards
Yeah.
a bit.
And
I'm not going to give him $8 a month, but maybe he'd give me $8 a month. It's the idea that somehow he'll get enough $8 from people to counteract like Coca-Cola not sponsoring Twitter anymore. Bananas. What is your first idea? How are we going to get Elon out of this hole he's created for himself?
So, right, I was thinking break all of the Twitter members up into 4 houses.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Like Twitherin,
Oh God.
Twiffendor,
Twiffador, yeah.
Raven Tweet,
Yeah. Oh.
and Hufflepuff.
Nice little twist. I like was it Raven Tweet?
Raven
Yeah.
Tweet. Yeah, you're a Raven Tweet man.
I think I'm a Raven Tweeter.
Yeah. And then you have house points.
Yeah.
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 Which actually is just money.
Right.
So if you do something really good, Andrew, and you're in Raven Tweet,
Yep.
I can be like, Andrew's done something good. And I'm like, yeah, he's done a good tweet. He's done a good Twitter.
I've had a good take.
You've had an excellent take. I pay £1 to you for that, and that counts as a house point.
Right.
Twitter skims a little bit off the top of the house point, but also it goes into the house cup for the year.
Oh, okay.
Which is like at the end of the year, some of that money gets paid back out to all the members of that house if they win the house cup that year.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Because what is Twitter all about? It's about really like Elon can claim it's about, the public square, but it's not. It's about satisfying the dark passenger inside us, which wants to see people crash and burn in front of everybody, and monetizing that with the chance to win big if your tweet is it's funny enough. Is it based purely on likes, or does Elon have to go? Yeah, okay. Who decides what tweets get given the pound?
So individuals. So I as an individual, I'm just like, oh, Andrew's done it. I like that. That was funny. I press the button and it's like, it takes £1 out of my bank account and it puts it into the Raven Tweet bank account. A little bit gets skimmed off the top for Twitter for running costs.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year, the Raven Tweet bank account gets like whoever wins out of the 4 houses all of the money goes to the members of that house.
That's excellent. I think it's about finding. No one wants to pay for Twitter Blue just to get the little blue stamp. Apart from the rude, it's about locking into what people actually like about Twitter. That's what it is. That chance of, a little bit of fame. I think there's a slightly similar idea, which is you pay Twitter to to know what the next trend will be. So maybe you're in Griffin tweet and you want to write the next big tweet to get more hash points. So you could pay Elon like $10. Be like, right, who's the next main character going to be? What's the next controversy going to be? Give me 24 hours so I can prepare some funny content.
A sweet tweet, yeah.
A sweet tweet, yeah.
Nice.
Now, that's tier one.
Yeah.
You pay Elon $10 and he'll just be like, right, tomorrow the algorithm is going to love people who hate cheesecake. That's going to be the topic on Twitter. For like big money, for like $1 million, you can decide the topic itself. Underhand, you have direct influence on the algorithm, or you get to choose the main character. You can be like, tomorrow we're all going to be talking about the person who plays Phil Mitchell in EastEnders. That's going to be it. And you can spend that time stockpiling memes, ready to go.
That's nice. Yeah, I like that. That's good. And you can use that in good and bad as well. You could main character a good person, or you could main character a bad person and influence the whole world.
It's already, I think we all have, if we're all being honest with ourselves, we know that Twitter is a place where biases happen and it's really easy to gamify it. Bad actors can push messages and disrupt elections through it. This is democratizing that process to everybody. Where now I have a chance to be like, well, why can't everyone talk about car seat headrest tomorrow? Like, that's all it's going to be talked about if I had enough money.
I like that. So you mentioned there big tweets.
Yep.
What if you could just pay additional money to have your tweet a bigger font size?
Oh, wow. So there's more.
So the default font size
is
like 12 points, and then it's £1 a point above that. So if you want a 100-point message, that's going to cost you £88.
I love this as well, because it's like you could just have a one font bigger, and it's like it wouldn't be very noticeable, but your brain would notice.
Yeah.
See, I was reading about Twitter Blue.
Yeah. There's
actually a way to see, like, did someone pay for this, or are they giving it for free because they're an important person? It totally defeats the point, right? But it also means there's this new meme forming that's like, it's a guy pointing at someone being like, this dude pays for Twitter. And everyone who tweets now with this blue tick that they paid for gets spammed with that. So we need to stop that from happening. So subtle little cues. Your tweet's a little, just a tiny, a font is too bigger.
Yeah.
Slightly higher up.
Just a little bit.
What if you go a step further? This is what I'm going to call the Bono method. You give Elon a bit of money.
Yeah.
And it goes to everyone's feed. You log in and it's just there. And you have to press dismiss to make it go away. Or you have to give it a like before it goes away. But everyone on Twitter will see it.
I love that. What about the other way around? What about if actually everyone's writing tweets, but there's only one person consuming them, and that's Elon?
Okay,
He's the only person who actually gets to read the tweets. You just get to write them. You can write whatever you want. He's the only person who reads them. And you can bid to either make your tweet a bigger font size or to push it to the top of the list of tweets that he's going to read that day.
So this is fantastic for two things. It's one, all those weird Elon fans will eat this up. But two, I'm not sure you meant it like this, but this actually cuts to the exact core of what's wrong with Twitter.
Yeah.
We all still use it.
It's true.
In this new service, there's only one user.
Yeah.
And we're effectively paying to be free of it. Yeah. It's like, here's $8. Take this shit away from me.
I don't need to use this anymore.
But let me tweet.
Yeah.
And then the monkey paw has curled and Elon is now stuck reading tweets for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Okay, Al, so I've prepared kind of a segue for this bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so just like Twitter needs ads to function, so do we.
Oh!
Yeah. I'm sorry. do we have an ad this week you can share with us?
Yeah, we do have an ad this week, and it's actually a perfect ad for this episode, Andrew. Excellent. And it's also really going to be, I think you're going to use this service a lot, actually.
Right, okay.
Yeah. because do you remember that big sculpture, that big metal sculpture of your ex-wife's favorite movie star that she had built in your garden? And now that she's left, all you do when you stand in the kitchen eating crisps at the kitchen sink and looking out the window is stare into its steely cold dead eyes, and you just want rid of it.
Yeah, it really sucks when that happens to you. I know, like, some people will be listening and they might not relate to this problem, but you're lucky.
Yeah, man.
Count yourself lucky.
Who is it again that is in your garden that your ex-wife loved so much?
It's just a massive Daniel Radcliffe taunting me every day.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Sucks,
yeah.
man.
Well,
but it's Daniel Radcliffe dressed as Weird Al from the new Weird Al movie.
It's deep, man. It's dark. It's difficult.
Yeah,
I understand. Yeah. Well, don't have a meltdown, man, because this company that I found, they can melt it down. They can melt that big structure, that weird, unusually shaped, annoying metal structure in your garden. They can melt it down for you.
Is it so this company, they just melt down metal structures that look like Hollywood celebrities, or
no, because do you also remember that that roller coaster, that steel frame roller coaster that you started building in your parents' backyard?
Yeah, I mean,
and then you got bored of it, and now when your parents look out of the window, all they see is a monument to your complete ineptitude.
I mean, it's bad because they look out the window in real life and they see that, and they look out under the internet and they see this, and they really need a win.
Yeah, it's bad. Well, I mean, this company will also melt that down.
That's
for you as well,
because that's also a huge health and safety hazard.
It's really difficult. It's really difficult. Yeah, and I mean, it's not just roller coasters and statues that they can do as well. Do you also remember when you built that gigantic killer robot that was shaped like a huge, great big ball that would roll around and crush your enemies? But then you realized that you couldn't actually get it working. And now when you look at it, it just fills you with a sense of impending shame.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't kill my enemies. It tries to kill like me or my friends, and that's rough, man. It's really hard to invite people over.
Yeah.
To watch Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Like these massive balls trying to chase them around.
So that's what this company will do. They'll take that, they'll melt it down into a big puddle of metal that you don't have to look at anymore.
I mean, but I get the metal back.
I mean, they just leave it there.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
What's this company called?
It's called Melt It Down, Don't Melt Down.
That's actually really good. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And there's a little promo code there. If you go to meltitdown.com/brainmelt, you can get £43 off your first melting.
I'm happy you brought this because you're famously good at finishing all your metal structures and making them not sort of monuments to your own failure. So you didn't have to bring this onto the show today. So thank you for
That's good,
sharing,
man. We're friends.
Yeah,
friends look out for each other.
Another group of people who look out for us if they wanted.
Yeah,
look at that segue.
That was
so good. It's the listeners.
Yeah,
if they had ideas for businesses, services, and everything else, how could they get in touch with us, Alex?
Well, they should open up their favorite podcasting app
with their fingers,
with their little fingers.
Yeah.
And they should scroll down to the show notes, and then they should click on the Google Links document. I nearly did the Halloween segue there. The Google Links document. They should. Fuck. They should click on the Google form that's linked in the notes.
Excellent.
And then they should fill it in.
Fill it in.
Beautiful.
Tell us anything. Business ideas, business problems, your deepest secret.
What big metal thing you built in your garden.
And we will say it on the show.
We will. Do you know what I hate, Andrew?
What do you hate?
Nuclear waste.
It sucks.
It sucks.
I'm not afraid to take a stand on this. I think nuclear waste is bad.
It's bad. Man, those stories they have about people using nuclear waste to become superhero mutants, that is not a thing.
Very rare it goes down like that.
Yeah.
It's actually very rare it goes down like that in the comics as well.
Yeah.
It happens once successfully and everyone else becomes evil.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, it fucking sucks.
So coincidentally, you're not the only one who thinks it fucking sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Greta, man.
I'm sure she hates it all as well.
She does.
I recently came across a Wikipedia article.
Yeah.
Was deep in the Wikipedia hole called "Long-Term Nuclear Waste Warning Messages." It is actually an incredibly fascinating article.
Mm-hmm.
It talks about this problem of like nuclear waste will take tens of thousands of years, or maybe hundreds of thousands, to become safe for humans to be near.
Yeah.
So we bury it deep, deep, deep underground where it can't hurt us.
Ooh.
However, what happens in the year 12,022 when human 2 finds this? We can't guarantee they speak English or any known language. All cultural norms will be different. What's going to stop them unearthing the nuclear waste?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a challenging problem. This is an outside brain problem.
This is an outside brain
sure.
problem that has a. So there's a lot of outside brain solutions, and I'll read some off just to
Okay.
get your head in the right space.
Yeah.
But I propose we start a construction firm or a consultancy that can go work with nuclear power plants.
Yeah.
To help them out.
Uh-huh.
So this is actually a serious field of research, partly done by some American. It's called the American Human Interference Task Force, which is a pretty cool name. But they have a lot of options.
Okay.
Right? So there's a problem. Any symbol, you can't guarantee that a human in the future will be able to read. Like a skull and crossbones, you can't guarantee that culturally that will mean the same thing as in our culture. All language might mean something else. So some ideas are like, what if you irradiate a bunch of cats and make them glow in the dark?
Right.
And then you just keep this trait breeding in there forever. So if someone in 12,000 years came down and they see an irradiated cat, they'd go, huh, "That's pretty weird," and leave.
So
would that stop you?
The cats have to be under the ground.
Yeah, probably.
And then they're only localized to the place where the nuclear waste
Yeah,
is.
it'd have to be localized there.
Do they only glow when they're in the vicinity of the nuclear waste?
I believe they just glow. I think that's one of the
They just glow full
solutions.
stop.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that feels like I used to have a cat. He used to escape all the time. It's going to escape from down there. They're going to escape.
Okay.
Right.
So you're not a fan.
So then you got glowy cats everywhere, and I'm down with that. That sounds amazing.
That sounds awesome. I mean, in the future, all the cyberpunk things we look really cool, but the animals always stay the same. Why is there no dark animals? There was a guy called Thomas Sebiok, and he had an idea.
Yeah.
I mean, this sounds pretty fucking cool, actually, just as a title. He proposed something called the Atomic Priesthood.
Oh,
yeah, that's pretty
now
cool.
I'm in.
Yeah, where people get elected in, and your goal in life now is to you personally retain this knowledge of where the nuclear waste is buried, and then you pass it on to another person in the future to keep the Atomic Priesthood going.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's
so
like the Fifth Element, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some other more boring inside brain ideas. Well, actually, it's not that inside brain. Satellites that have their locations encoded in DNA. Or try and come up with a global language that everyone will ever be able to read and just keep it down there.
Oh yeah, okay.
So it's a pretty big problem.
It's a huge problem.
Because I honestly think if we found a massive whole object deep underground that was giving off a weird signal, we'd be fucking down there by the end of the day. It could even say in English, "Do not enter, you will die." And I guarantee we'd have cracked it open by the end of this podcast.
I mean, do you remember when they found that like lead-lined metal sarcophagus?
Yeah.
And we fucking cracked it open and it was full of poisonous juice.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah,
but
let's go.
But now it's like you crack this open. Oh shit, now no one can live in Scotland. Like, I guess that's Ohio done. So, do you have an idea?
Yeah.
I want something that's good enough for us to put on the Wikipedia page. That's our goal for the next 5-10 minutes.
Okay. So let me pitch to you this.
Okay.
Make it so that it is a place that really nobody wants to actually go.
Okay.
And you do that by making it into a soft play area.
Oh.
Because no one in their right fucking mind wants to go to soft play ever.
So you make this place uninhabitable through sheer annoyance.
Yeah.
Is there people? Do you have like in an atomic priesthood style way, like just a constant stream of children playing in the soft play area to make it annoying, or is it just there's a huge soft play warehouse there?
It's just a huge soft play warehouse. Like parents are gonna look at it and go like, "Oh no, I don't.
Not again.
No, I'm not going there. No, we're not. I'm not doing it. I'm not going there." Now there is a problem. Like some parents are gonna buckle under the pressure
Yeah.
of letting their kids into the soft play just so they can get 10 fucking minutes peace. Yeah, but when their child comes out glowing green, well, that's their fault, right?
That means you're just going to spread. Like you go to the soft play area, you're having a bad time, and also you're going to get pretty sick.
It's gonna be rough, and that is gonna learn you that lesson.
I love this idea of like using mundane everyday things that universally we hate.
Yeah.
To keep people away.
Tax office,
yes. Where my mind immediately went was you told me a story one day of when you were in Starbucks last.
Yeah.
And you heard all these first year undergrad philosophy students debating the nature of the mind.
Oh yeah.
And if the AI singularity is coming.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that would be insufferable. Imagine you just have a speaker.
Oh, that's just
playing that
out.
And the way the walls are around it, like you can't quite see. Maybe there is maybe there is a philosophy student in there. Like let's just get out of here.
The amazing joy of that as well is like you don't have to understand the language because you can just hear the tone of voice and know that you don't want to be in that fucking conversation.
That's our condescend. You need like 5, actually the exact situation you were in where there was 3 or 4 males and then one female who very clearly hated her life at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So forbidden soft play or hidden philosophy Starbucks are the two options for keeping people away from this place.
Another option.
Yeah.
You go the other way.
Okay.
You find things that people always universally love.
Yeah.
So instead of approaching there and being like, this place sucks, there's so much exciting things on the road there. Mm-hmm. You never make it there.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
That roller coaster that the metal melting down company melted down that was mine. No. You put it there and you fix it and you finish it. Right?
Yeah.
And then you're on your way to this weird irradiated glowing sarcophagus in the year 27,000. Oh shit, what's this thing?
That's such a clever idea because there's always those places where you're like, oh, we always intended to go there, but we always end up going to this place instead.
Yeah.
You know, we always intend to go there, but we always end up going over here.
Yeah. You let them roll with that. You get off the roller coaster and then you're driving down your future car. It's like, oh wait, is that Avatar? Should we just watch Avatar? And it's that for thousands of miles.
Yeah, it's you make the nuclear waste place look like TGI Fridays, and then next door to TGI Fridays you put like Five Guys and all the places that people want to go that isn't TGI Fridays. And they're on the way there and they're like, do you know what? We were gonna go to TGI Fridays, but actually Five Guys is right here.
That is actually a really good idea. Or like in an actual, like, you should make something. You open up a new nuclear waste radiation place right next to it that just has more nuclear waste in it. Just forever. They can never find the one they want to open the most.
That's such a good idea. Yeah. So I was thinking that maybe if we just embrace this and actually everybody just ate a tiny bit of nuclear waste for the rest of their lives from now on, and then it wouldn't be a problem anymore because we'd all be tolerant to it.
Oh, we build up our immunity.
Yeah.
We opened this. You were worried about the fact we'd all become irradiated Hulk monsters.
Yeah.
But is this a scenario where it's like if everyone's an irradiated Hulk monster, no one is?
Yeah, so you just start out, you take a quarter of a teaspoon of nuclear waste a day, everyone, and then in a couple of years' time, everyone's taking half a teaspoon, and then a couple of years after that, we're all taking a teaspoon.
Yep.
And we're just eating it. So, 1, there's no nuclear waste left because we've all eaten it. And 2, everyone's immune to nuclear waste now.
We can actually just take it directly from the place, like just like a tap.
Yeah.
Everyone just goes there and gets their daily bit of nuclear waste.
Yeah. Just that seems safe and doable to me.
I was thinking about this and how it relates actually this method of using a lot of our current technology of doing this. The issue is with all these ideas is you're blanketing all of humanity with the same fears or things they like. It's another bit of this problem is that you can't just like put a bunch of spikes down there because you'll attract people who want to be Indiana Jones in the future. They'll view it as like a
spike lovers.
Yeah, spike lovers. But what if Twitter right now today nationalized?
Okay.
It became a data farm to learn what every individual person hates the most in life.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you walk in, the first thing you do is you have to sign in to get into the nuclear radiation place, and then it just starts sending you the tweets you hated the most.
Oh.
And you're like, fuck, this place is annoying.
I love this idea of making it so annoying that people don't want to go there.
Yeah, it's just a hassle.
Yeah, like, oh god, yeah, just that is the sensation which is going to stop people from getting irradiated. Is you really
anything mildly like exciting?
Yeah,
it's going to be a challenge. Whereas if it was like you walked in and there was like 140,000 keys on the floor, and then you had to find the right key to unlock the door. I mean, that no one's getting through that. They'd be like, "Oh, this isn't worth it, is it?" Like,
I think it's just that there's just a book that you have to read. When you get there. It's just like a big old book,
really dry, like
super long and tedious.
To open the door, first press the second switch.
No, what you? It's like it's a cookie consent situation.
God, yes.
If you want to open the door to the nuclear waste place, do not untick this box that is already not ticked.
You have the greatest minds of the generation.
Yeah. Make the most complicated cookie puzzle ever.
Yeah, just be like, okay, that's a triple negative. That's a quadruple negative. I like episodes, Alex, where we give something back.
Mm-hmm.
Like here we help the scientific community out. I'm going to go away and actually attempt to update the Wikipedia page. We'll see how that goes. And I don't really want to help Elon out in any way, but I guess maybe he can use this in some sense.
Yeah, I think this is a good episode. I think we always help humanity with our ideas, but today I think we've really gone above and beyond.
That's an incredibly high bar we're setting ourselves. I just aim for let's not make it worse.
I mean, we definitely don't do that. I don't think.
If a viewer thinks we're making it worse, don't listen to the show. That's the solution. If a viewer has a business idea that they think they could make the world a better place with, what do they do? Where do they put that idea, Alex?
What they do, Andrew, is they open up their show notes on their delicious podcasting app, and then they tap on the little Google Forms link that's in there, and they send us a little Google Forms thing. Just type some messages in there. Send us some stuff. We're absolutely guaranteed to read out whatever it is, as long as it's nice.
As long as it's nice and passes our strict content moderation board. Us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we haven't fired ourselves yet. So I have one last idea, Andrew.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, it's a Twitter idea.
Cool.
Yeah, what if you could only send tweets from certain locations and you had to pay to get in?
Okay, yeah.
All right, buddy, keep your brain on the outside.
Keep your brain on the outside.